Tonight on The Most Wanted, he was accused of at least 11 murders, robberies, rapes and carjackings. His underground name was Bro, and by 2007, he had earned himself a place in the list of the most wanted criminals in Kenya. Former Police Commissioner General Mohammed Hussein Ali described him as public enemy number one and a psychopath, and wanted him dead or alive.
Lakini baadaye akatuambia tutoke tulale hapa.
Akaambiwa na polisi atoke kama amejishika kichwa.
It's like every one of his victims had to be murdered.
This is the most widely circulated picture, and the only picture of a man whose criminal record was the worst, only rivaled by the infamous trio of Rasta, Wanogo and Washosho in the 1990s. Simon Mederi Ikere was born on December 30th, 1977 to a truck driver, Peter Ikere and Anna Wanjiru. Mederi was the sixth born in a family of 11 children, 4 girls and 7 boys. Young Mederi was admitted to Standard 1 at Kiara Primary School in 1985 under registration number 1673 at the age of 8. Teachers said that Mederi was smart in class and always presented a picture of an obedient boy to teachers and subordinate staff. But outside class, he bullied other children.
Don't we know many children who are rebellious, they become rebellious and truant because they are making a point. This is the only way you see me, because you have forgotten me.
He dropped out of school in Standard 6 to make money as a young apprentice mechanic at Wangige Shopping Center. He later turned into a casual laborer in the construction industry before briefly drifting to touting in public service vehicles, commonly known as matatus, operating on the Wangige-Nairobi route. Simon Mederi was born here in Gashia village. Now, villagers say that he was a young, humble man until he was baptized into the world of crime. In 1998, Simon Mederi was sent to community maximum prison for 5 years for burning his house. He was later released after serving only 2 years. In 2006, a local vigilante group accused Mederi of a spate of robberies in the area and the killings of a bar owner and a patron on the 15th of January. Witnesses at the scene of the crime identified Mederi as the killer. It is believed that Mederi killed the two after a deal gone sour. In this amateur video footage obtained by The Most Wanted, a local vigilante group is seen setting ablaze Mederi's house and those of his relatives in a bid to flash him out or pressurize his family to give information on his whereabouts. By dawn, 8 houses had been razed down and the hunt for Mederi was now more than ever sustained.
He had started committing serious crimes almost weekly and very discriminate kind of murders.
Maybe he was seeking attention and he knew that was the only way that he can be given attention, by being a criminal.
December 16th, 2006, Simon Mederi walked into this petrol station in Gashie, about 2 kilometers from his rural home, with one mission: to kill. Witnesses say that Mederi stepped into this cafe at around 5 p.m. with his gang, brandishing his favorite gun, an AK-47 assault rifle. A patron who witnessed the horror said Mederi spoke in Swahili and ordered his men to shoot everyone. 2 people were killed and 2 others seriously wounded for just being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That means he had reached a point where he didn't care about how people looked at him.
Grace Wanjiru, the widow to one of the men killed, said justice was done when news of Mederi's demise spread like wildfire after police gunned him down.
Nilisikia furaha sana. Hata kama ningewaona, ningewasalimia na mikono. Ni vile walimefanya mzuri.
Anaweka ballet. Hakuna.
Harrison Ng'ang'a narrated his carjacking ordeal in the hands of Mederi and his accomplices. The gangster was one man who laid traps of death, and you were lucky if you walked away from it with your life.
Siku hiyo tulija na taksi, tukapitia hapa, kulikuwa kumenyesha sana. Pale tukakuta kuna kikingi. The telephone post imepitishwa. But on that day kulikuwa na tension kubwa sana. Tension sababu kulikuwa kumesemekana watu wanaendelea kuibiwa. Sasa kufika pale kukuta telephone iko pale, telephone post imepitishwa, tukaamua turudi nyuma sababu gari haikuwa inafunguka milango.
In a flash of a second, when the taxi stalled, 5 men wearing police jungle jackets appeared from the dark thicket.
Nilikuja kugundua si polisi wakati sasa tuliitishwa simu na pesa. Nikatoa simu, nikajaribu nitoe simu card, hata haikutoka sababu ninatetemeka. Lakini hata pale kwa mlango wa gari tulikuwa karibu, kulikuwa na jam tukifikiria tukimpea taada. Lakini baadaye akatuambia tutoke tulale hapa. Tulikaa almost 1 hour. Tulikuwa tunaomba afadhali gari ingine ije ili watuashiria wachukue hawa wengine.
A rape victim whose identity we have concealed for personal reasons said Mederi raped her at gunpoint as she entered her home in Gashie.
Alafu akanirape. Akaniambia sitarudi kujifanya tena na nitashika adabu. Akanipiga risasi hapa nyuma.
When you shoot a woman on the buttocks, depending on your frame of mind, you may be communicating a particular message. Like, for example, you're too proud.
We had degenerated quite far.
The country for the next few months was under siege with criminals running riot, and the topic of discussion in public forums, streets, on the front pages of newspapers, television and radio was the widespread insecurity situation against the backdrop of an economy that was on the path of recovery. And the Minister for Internal Security at the time, John Michuki, was talking tough.
Ukijua mtu ambaye anabuduki, nataka uende kwa CID officer ambaye yuko katika area yako. Akikataa kukusikiza na akikataa kufanya lolote, chukua matatu kuja ofisi ya Michuki, mimi nitalipa matatu hiyo nisikie habari yako.
Next week on Kenya's Most Wanted.
Suddenly we saw 2 thugs with machine guns.
Up to this moment, I ask, what went wrong?